You're coming in to look at a potential setup here. If we get Aussie dollar to close beneath right this 100 EMA, pretty much beneath this bearish counter right here, got a nice opportunity to short this. But I feel like the market is playing with me because I'm currently in shorts, right, for pound dollar, and I'm leveraged pretty high. And this second entry right here came from the closure under the EMA and came from pretty much this 15-minute engulfing. So I'm holding till price either comes up and closes above here, which is above all the EMAs, but price is just pulling back in a wave cycle type formation. I feel like I'm being played by the markets, right? It's hard for me to take that Aussie dollar sell when I got GU buying against me, right? Here's the top pairs. You can see that now off this 5 minute reaction, we're now having the dollar appear like it wants to go up higher. But what I'm noticing is this reaction here off the supply, which is acting like an area of right demand for these pairs. Euro, Aussie, and now pound. Pound acting as strong as here, heading straight for my stop loss. So it's like, do I close out early or do I trust the analysis and let it hit my stop loss? Due to the fact I'm leveraged high, I want to just go ahead and close out early, but that goes against the formation. Um, Not really knowing what to do here. Like I said, I feel like the market is playing with me, so I'm trying to do my best to stay stabilized, not making any too, not making any irrational emotional decisions. Trying to stay in focus, but I'm liking this Aussie dollar sale right here. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, this is it. This is it right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just leave this trade here on pound dollar, even though it just looks shaky. It looks very shaky. I'd be lying to you if I didn't admit it doesn't look shaky. I'm gonna actually remove my stop loss and just wait for a manually. I'm gonna do a manual close since I'm here watching. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull back into my 100K. So the trade that I'm taking now is on my 10K account only. I didn't do anything on the 100K. I was waiting for more confirmation to get in. And I haven't gotten it, but what I do have is a confirmation to sell euro dollar, Aussie dollar. Even though it looks kind of like definitely looks Trying to pull up everything here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, this is what it looks like right now, currently on the 15-minute. All right, so we got 4 more minutes here. Really just trying to pay attention to what the market is doing. Cause no man, pound is not being friendly. I'm literally about to have to close pound. But Aussie dollar, like that's a confirmation. That's a confirmation. Got EMA confluence. We got trending confluence. We got rejection off the 50% daily. I'm about to add it. I'm about to enter 0.5% here. I'm not gonna lie. I like the confirmation here early off this 5 minute candle. So we're gonna open the calculation, switch it, do something like that. Input risk 0.5, risk and 0.5%. Kind of go ahead and enter here now, but I want to be patient as well. So I'm telling me to go ahead and pull the trigger. There's an error here. Just gotta, something's not right. Unable to open trade. Why can't I open the trade? Told me to check the journal. It's always something, man. Auto trading is enabled. Unable to open trade, unable to trade. Failed market, unsupported filling mode. It does that, bro. And now I just lost that opportunity to enter right there. So if I enter with a 5.7, it looks like that's what's gonna work. Okay, prices fluctuating. 6.5. God, GU is not being friendly. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Don't know what to do. Really don't know what to do. Based off GU's price action, this is a reversal. But that's a confirmation of sell here on Aussie dollar. That's a confirmation I've ever seen one. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough here. Real tough. Mm, mm, mm. Really don't know what to do. Like I said, I feel like the market is playing with me. You can see AU starting to pull back here more. No, I still like this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I still like this. So what I'm gonna do is a full extension here. And nothing wrong with playing it safe. Still gotta wait for a candle to close under. GU is like pushing. Good grief. Down 2% on this trade. Finna have to close or make a decision here. I'm gonna hold. Hold on AU. Even though that is a confirmation to enter right here. I'll enter with a quarter. Instead of 0.5%, let's do a quarter. Quarter of a percent. How much time I got left? 10 seconds. It's not closing beneath. I mean, it's just barely doing it. Boom. It did close under there. All right, I'm going to enter with my 0.5%. Still not letting me for some reason. This is a 2.7. 2.7 is what I'll enter with then. Boom, 2.7. Risking up to here. Boom, 250. I don't know if y'all saw it. Boom. All right, I'm in a quarter of a percent on the 100K account just based off price action. Being resisting, but the market structure is there. So again, this is just a fib rejection type sell. Not fib rejection, EMA rejection. That price closing under the 100 EMA here, giving confirmation in this bearish structure that it wants to sell. Just going for a simple 2-to-1 from this structure. Something simple like that. And now I'm going to put my focus back on GU here. We're going to go back to the other account. Yeah, I'm down 2.5. I'm going to have to close here. I have no choice. About to be down 3% off this stupid trade, man. I know. Double engulfing EMA. It's a buy signal. The doji in here. Based off this price action, I have to close. Yeah, I'm closing. Closing here at 3%. Loss. Tragic. Lost 3.22. Okay. The reason that I took the sale once again was based off this right here, the EMA reaction. I thought we were going to have a continuation off of what I was looking at on Friday. Ignore all that, but I thought price was going to reject this red zone here and come back into the green. It still can, and if it does, then I'll re-enter. But as of right now, the price action is, I mean, it was telling me what it was. So me being adaptable and not marrying myself to a trade, and me being aware of the situation. Fortunately, I was leveraged pretty high there, so couldn't hold drawdown. Literally couldn't hold it anymore. But this could technically play out later, but we'll see. Right now, we're just gonna focus our energy towards Aussie dollar. See what happens here. We're gonna see, like, is this supply gonna hold on the dollar given demand plays on XUSD a continuation? Right now, pound being the strongest. AU technically still in a good area to react. EU already reacted. So I could be getting faked out on AU as well. Or GU could have been the fake out and AU is right. So I don't know. I literally don't know. The only time will tell. Being patient here. We are getting the reaction we need on AU. Closing on this aqua line is 50 EMA. Pushing price down is what we need to see. Giving confirmation to this bearish rejection. Probably going to be done on the 10K today. Down, like I said, 3% off that one trade. Puts me down 5% in the whole account. Probably just leave that account, leave that one done. Tough, but leave it done. Me being aware of like what can I do? Like for instance, when price, even though I was in profit here on the sale, once price gave this doji and then engulfed back, I should have closed out here, close out everything, and then wait for patient timing for price to come back and give me another signal to sell. Until then, right, it's doing what it's doing, looking like it wants to take out those highs, which it's doing. So now, all right, like I say, we put the intention back on the other account, remaining patient, not doing anything too irrational. Yeah, I'm gonna pause this recording here until we can get some type of confirmation to do something. We're gonna see. 7:05. Okay, so I think I'm about to come to a conclusion and just go ahead and close out this AU position. Oh yeah, just off this price action alone. If we can get another closure back down here below, that'd be exactly what we want. But as of right now, it's doing the same type of fake out price action that GU is done. They're currently in money profits 125, which is a little over a dime. So if I can cut profits short here, that'd be ideal. I'm only risking a quarter, so nothing really in nothing really too big. You can see pound continue to go higher, Aussie and Euro following in its footsteps, breaking beneath the low of yesterday for the dollar at weekly lows right now. So we're pushing into new territory. So there's a possible reversal at any point in time, but like, yeah, I just gotta take it with a grain of salt and take what the market gives you. Right now, the market gave me something, and now it's giving something else. So I'm gonna close that off there at 125. A little between a dime and a quarter. Right at there at 7:15 within the 15 minutes. That is a bullish engulfing beneath above the aqua. So we have a counter trend move active in play. We can get another bearish cross. That'd be ideal. That would definitely be ideal. Until then, right, we are just waiting. Actually, I'll leave that there. But yeah, currently took an L on AU, took an L on GU. Bigger L on GU, risked a lot more, lost 3% on the 10K account. You can see prices reversing here. tried to enter off this bearish engulfing here, gave a Indoji, and then took off to the upside. So lost that. And then AU, which I felt like it was going to be a fake out. It is what it is. Just continue to watch it and monitor it and not marry myself to a trade. I'm focusing really on what the dollar wants to do. If the dollar is going to go higher, then it's simple. We buy XUSD. There's potential reversal opportunities as we head into areas like that on the 1 hour. It being 7:15, we're in time session now, so letting the market play out and give me the overall bias and story. Right now, it looks like we're breaking bearish under the Asian range. So slow Asian range plays being played right now. Euro already well above his A range. Aussie right here in between in the middle, which could cause indecision like it's doing. Pound gave a nice 30-minute bearish engulfing, but because I was trying to go bearish, I couldn't mirror my bias to the trade. If I would have taken this as an opportunity, risking it below here, risking what 13 pips. Price is already up 1-to-1. Trending 30-minute time frame, hourly, which is consolidating, coming into 4 hours distance here for pound dollar. So real interested to see what the market decides to do here, as everything is coiled up really on Aussie and pound. Euro breaking out, coming into last Thursday highs. So the market is breathing more and more. The lungs, the waves are starting to open up. Let them continue to open up and catch a real decent, meaningful pullback. But yeah, I'm gonna pause this here and wait for the next opportunity. It being 7:17. Let's see what we can get. All right, coming back, 7:52. Approaching the 8 a.m. opening. Closure of the 7 a.m. hourly candle. Got 8 minutes left. Only thing that I'm seeing really is the continuation of this supply that ran with the dollar, giving strength to the XUSD pairs. Not really seeing any opportunities that I want to take in terms of a buy or short. Only main thing I'm seeing is opportunity of a supply tap on the hourly time frame that does have a three-step confluence. We do have a fair value gap with supply. In terms of the breakup structure, though, it's a little bit tricky because I do consider this a level of structure that has been broken upon the 4 hour time frame that happened Friday, right? So this level of supply can also be loaded. Excuse me if you hear that in the background. That's Jim Rohn. But this level of supply up here can be zoomed in all the way into the 4 hour time frame. So when that is, if that's the case, right? I want to be not necessarily weary, but just aware of how this little 1-2 ABC setup is here. Really just paying attention to the fair value gap that price has filled into right now. So we have this on the S&P, possible reaction to come back down to at least some type of level. No real entry here. This is where I've been having my learning curve, not learning curve, but my new awareness being opened when it comes to getting inside of the actual zone when taking a supply and demand. Usually I wait for a break of candle of some type of confirmation. But that's that. And then we also have this on pound yen. We have price accumulating here from Friday, Sunday, and going into Monday breakout here on London. There was even a silver bullet play that did not play out, but I'll show you here how price did come and sweep the liquidity, right? If our fair value gap is between this wick to here, right? We had price come back in, hold, act like it was going to go lower, swept liquidity here, broke the actual alignment. Actually, yeah, because this is the top of that candle. Yeah, price stopped out here and then went up to the upside, and price has been trending ever since. We haven't even had a 30 EMA close, so the trend is nice and strong here on GJ. So those are the two things I'm just being aware of. Did have a call out by Doyle, I believe it was on AU. I'm pulling it up now. He put one on AU and on NAS. Okay, so AU here tapping into it as we speak. supply, excuse me, a demand play, the gap being here. Oh, this is going to be tight on AU. Very tight. That's that. It's actually in the zone right now. Playing an aggressive, going for 4 pips. That might be the play. But we'll see. And then in terms of NAS, is a little bit different, looks like. I'm not seeing it. Oh, I see it. Looking like it's doing a breaking structure. The 800, this purple EMA being the 800 EMA, representing the ceiling resistance, however you would like to call it. I'm really trying to figure out where's the gap here. There's a gap between here and insufficiency here and here. So a lot of insufficiency. Really how the market chooses to play it is interesting. I would only take NAS if it comes back here, right? Going for like something like 7 points. Man, that's a scalp right there. Tapping into that first zone though. Yeah, so we'll just be aware of it here on the 5-minute time frame. I'm asking you to be touched with the smallest of people's challenge. Don't just be touched with the challenge. I'm asking you to be touched with the problem. Let people's problems get to you. Let people's problems touch your heart this year like never before. Be touched. Let life touch you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you. The problems that are out there, people struggling with their economy, struggling with their health, struggling with their future. I'm asking you to let that get around your heart. Let it do something to you. Don't go untouched. Don't go unmoved. Drawing in supply. Don't build up the wall. For value. Real interesting. I don't know. These are some next level scalps here. Here's number 3. Develop the ability to reflect. Long after this session is over, I'm asking you to go back over it one more time. I'm asking you at the end of the day, go back over your day. I'm asking you at the end of the week, go back over your week. Make that week more valuable. At the end of the month, go back over your month. At the end of a conversation, go back over the conversation. How did it go? Trying to see if we can get a tap here on NAS. Run the tapes again of your own experiences. And you say, why do that? Here's why. Looking at how price faked me out earlier. This is a nice little versatile play. Price didn't complete a 2-to-1 just yet. At 1.8. Definitely being more patient now. So wary and watching. I've noticed I usually lose the most money on Monday. So just being extremely patient, not risking too much, not doing too much. Letting the market play out. I do better later in the week as the market's foretold its story. I struggle more in the beginning when it's beginning to tell its story. So let's be patient. Let's be patient, especially we're in the 3rd week of the month, or the 4th week in this case. 1, 2, 3, 4th week. 5 weeks in this month. We're in the 4th week. So we're in the last 2 ending weeks of the month. Let's see, like, for instance, how is price holding its monthly price action, right? You can see we're bearish on the month. Already this week is beginning to pull back with the Aussie. Let's help people with their lives, not just their health. Let's help people with their lives, not just their income. Let it be said if they were around this 1 week, 1 month, or a lifetime. Weekly opening on GU. Very apparent that it's holding. Looking like price obviously wants to go up. Here we are at 8 a.m. Definitely assuming that the XY is going to drop here. Continuing lower, giving a bearish weekly, especially how we had last week close above the aqua. Right into the 50 EMA. So it's going to have natural pullback here. Not really seeing any type of confirmational sell to get in besides the break of this previous 4-hour structure right here. 1 hour being, this break and retest of this 100 EMA. So price did break, tap into this supply, and is running lower. So this does look more confirmed. How low is it going to run though? So me being aware in a bearish trending market, right? Coming into New York Open, we're obviously trending bearish. So when it comes to the XUSD pairs, I should be looking for buys or higher sells. Pullback buys or higher sells. The price come back and pull back towards me for a buy opportunity. I see I have this nice bullish engulfing on Aussie dollar in the hourly time frame. Is there something else that lines up maybe? Double cross for the 50 SMA. I can see AU tapping. If I can start with nothing and finally stand on this platform, deliver best words I can choose, words are clumsy. At best, when you try to express what's going on in your heart, your head. But I've done my best. But I'm telling you, if I can find the words, you can find the words. And here's a key here. Communicate. Don't leave it unsaid. If somebody's got some congratulations coming, don't fail to congratulate them. If a distributor's got a word of praise coming, don't fail to give it. Don't fail to say it. Don't fail to say it. Find the best words you can. Yeah, NAS didn't tap at all. NAS is leaving. S&P getting closer and closer into that supply. Really feeling like I'm gonna take I'm gonna end up having to take that supply. How I'm gonna take it, I don't know. Truly don't know. Thought about a 7-8 play. 7-8 is 886 is right here in the middle. Placing it at that high. Going for a 1-to-1. Not even a 2-to-1 in this situation. Just a nice simple 1-to-1. Let me see. Put on alert here. Letting me know when it's reached. Actually delete this now. It's in the way. SPX reached. SPX pull back into 886 region. Words can help people to see something they've never seen before. There's a lot of people you haven't got to yet. They can't see how they can possibly be healthy. And if you'll come along with your good words, you can turn on all the lights for them. They can't see how they can possibly be successful. So we'll see how volume and everything is playing out. More than likely, this will be the opportunity that I end up taking. Me emotionally right now in this present moment wants to just set a sell limit here, risking 0.5%. But because I'm going for a 1-to-1 here, I want to go ahead and risk higher. And so because I'm going for less, so I'll go ahead and risking 1%. But if I'm going to risk a full 1%, right, I'm gonna need some confirmations. I'm gonna need some entry confirmations, some more things. So let's go ahead and kind of give like a confirmational standpoint on what we actually see present in the moment. SP confirmations do we have? And we do have supply. We do have some insufficiency of fair value that needs to be filled in. Price has already filled it in. We do have break of structure. So we do have a 3-step confluence already at a high C, low B already. In terms of a full hour confluence or any higher time frame confluence, it's not that. It would be lining up with the 886 if I take it at this entry. Possible. I put fib or jog. Go ahead and put it in fib reject. I'll put possible in parentheses. So that's where we're currently at. Could play in time zone. So there's some more confluences that we could have as trending. That is a trending sell, so I can put that as trending. Anything else we would need, like an EMA rejection. We would need a higher time frame confluence. So we are at a B in terms of a grade. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A C is between 2 and 3. A B is between 4 and 5. We're at 5. So we're already at a B plus. Anything more, give us 6. I mean, that'll go for a low A. So we're at a B plus right now in terms of a setup. If we get the fib rejection, more than likely we will get the fib rejection. How I'll play this, where my stop will go, is at the negative 13 extension. Not the negative. Kind of like right in there, yeah. Going for what, 19 pips, which is right above the highs up here. To be honest, I'll probably just lower this down to 18 just for spread purposes, things of that nature. So something like that. Focusing mainly on the rejection here, not anything as much in here. Your value already filled. So we'll patiently wait. Patiently wait. I'll go ahead and pause the video here because I don't really see anything else. Gold breaking out here. Boom. 807. Probably, did that within the last 15 minutes, 30 minutes. No real buy entry, just more pullbacks inside of a bearish territory. This supply right here, holding. Price coming back into the same area again. For value, insufficiency of price in here. Interesting. Okay. Looks nice on gold. Lining up with this supply. So this is nice. This looks a whole lot better. Risking 4 points. Go for 8. Interested to see how this plays out as well. So opportunities of a high supply on gold, S&P, and then possibly on pound yen as well. Pound yen already in there. Pound has just been extremely strong. Already up in the daily and weekly opening alone. Price is floating 118 points, right? Up more than 0.5% here. The strongest besides NASDAQ, which is interesting. So those pairs that are up the highest in percent have the strongest possibility of a rejection. I saw S&P, but same idea here on NASDAQ as well. Same concept. Right, some supply over here. The hourly actually has a gap right in there on a lower time frame within inside the supply. Yeah, right in here. So 15-minute insufficiency. Both these candles, actually. Interesting. With some supply literally inside right above it. Let's see. This is what I'll be paying attention to as we approach New York Open. It's 8:10. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video again and wait for another possible opportunity. See what the 5-minute basis looks like. Still coming higher. You can see that technically AU tapped. AU did tap. It's running along. I was not a fan of these type setups. Need a little bit more breathing room and structure. Everything right here looks jumbled up. Not really my fan. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. See how we continue out from here. Nash has retraced back into its demand. Very aware of where price is. Obviously, opportunity here to go higher from here, but I'm gonna wait. These are actually the exact type of setups Doyle likes to take. I've seen it so much now, over and over again. I see why he called this out. Me personally, I think this is aggressive, very aggressive. um, and even to get in for the best ideal risk to reward, you would have to get in aggressive. In his case, getting aggressive is inside of the zone before a break of candle. You know, I'm going to do neither. I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna measure it as if I was going to take the trade. See what happens. Time is 8:21. We're 1 minute, 2 minutes into the 15 seconds left on this second 1 minute candle. So 2 minutes into this current 5 minute candle. Just kind of watching, being aware. Showed a man with some claw marks on his back, had his shirt off, big teeth marks in his neck. This man was out in the woods, had his flash camera, saw a mama bear with a little cub. Thought, though, this is cute. Took a flash picture. Mama bear takes unkindly to this. Hey, you reacted nice. Hey, you giving a break a candle. Before somebody rescued him. See? Beware, mama bear. Okay? Price closes above there. That's a straight break of candle on AU. Got no reason not to take AU when it gives confirmation like that. Now it's pulling back tighter, deeper here. Possible opportunity to take a buy stop back out of the zone. I'm just kind of watching, observing here. Obviously seeing AU giving exactly what we would want here to the T. It broke previous structure candle on the 1 minute. Gave an open and close back down. Last 2 minutes here. You want to see it stay above. Broke above the wick of the previous candle here. You got to do some negative thinking and just think positive. Thank God for white corpuscles that think negative all day. White corpuscles say, just show me some infection, I'll kill it. Oh, see, now price is rejecting back down. Still got 2 more candles though, so we'll see what happens. Still obvious opportunity here. Take it to the bottom of the candle, not actually into the zone. Which shows you the difference between, you know, your aggressive entries and your BOC entry. This is how the BOC entry would go. You know, an aggressive entry would be like something like this. Risking 2 pips. This is risking 2.5. Risking 2.5. Same thing. Same target going with a 3-to-1 profit return over a 2-to-1. You know what I'm saying? Breako candle is heavily rejecting there. 46 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. Nas deep into its supply or demand, excuse me. Sometimes starts as an infection. If you don't take care of it, it becomes a disease. You battle with it. It's harvest time. Reap your harvest without complaint. Your crop, you sowed it. You either made the calls or didn't make the calls. You wrote the letters, you didn't write the letters. You were steady or you weren't steady. You did it or you didn't do it. You put together a good day or you didn't put together a good day. I'm looking at the chat messages, everybody talking about how someone said, hey, you don't hold me. Meaning that it did a fake out, did some whole shit. Nas does not look bad. Just too small for me. I don't like how tight this is. Like, dang, so tight. No breathing room? Telling me there's no breathing room? Here we are, 5-minute candle close. 8:25, 5 minutes before the 30-minute candle. I don't believe we have any news today. All of you that were winners here, I ask you to go back with no apology because you've done your job well and you've given good hands to everybody you've touched. You deserve all the money. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording and show you what happens afterwards. I'm not going to take the trade here. I'm already predetermined I'm not going to take the trade, even though that's not a bad setup. That's not a bad setup at all. Look at Nas turning up here. Said I wasn't gonna enter. I'm not gonna enter. Especially how far price is above the BOC area. VOC for me would be anywhere between the top of the wick and the actual opening of the candle. You see the distance that we have right now. So being, TTG, right? Train to go. Time to go on certain areas of time and ranges. I'm noticing in trading is important, right? You had 2 to 3 minutes here on NAS to really decide if you're going to take it. And now, really being in profit, believe 1 to 1 right now. Just a few pips under 1 to 1, giving a clear, valid VOC, right? Even though we got 2 minutes left, less than 2 minutes. See how price reacts here. Not bad. Not bad of a trade at all. What I don't like is this counter right here. This looks like it's an in between supply. Just don't like how high we are. We're extremely high in the day already. So, see what the chat, man. The lobby chat. They're talking about GJ. I don't even have GJ on the chart right now. Oh, no, none of you matter. Every time I got ran through. What are they looking at? What the hell are they looking? I don't know. I'm not paying attention to that. Nas holding strong. 15 seconds here. He said AU aggressive entry chilling. That's what Doyle said. So I think. Okay, got an active VOC. See how price reacts here. I'm having issues with my calculator. $25. Boom. I risk a quarter. If price can come back into the zone, is that 250? Boom, yeah. Price can come back into the BOC. I'll take it. Let's see though. Aggressive entry on NAS was definitely the move. I believe it hit its 1 to 1. Let's see how it plays. Oh, also, I think I just realized I'm playing this slightly off. I'm playing the actual full zone here. Even though stops are technically supposed to go right here due to risk to reward. Let's see though. Let's see what happens. That price action. Nah. I got out. Okay, this 15-minute. As soon as I saw this 15-minute candle, this tells me that price needs to fill in here. So I would like to see NAS come back into the aggressive zone here again to then go back up and hold. 30-minute price action could, you know what I'm saying? It could go either way, for sure. Hourly engulfing. So the demand is there. Come back and refill. It did. How does it hold? How does it hold from here? Yeah, see what that candle is. Not a fan of this 15-minute candle though. And be honest, it's 8:32, so you got 3 more 5-minute candles, including this one. So yeah, let's see how this plays. Sure. Not a bad setup though. Not a bad setup at all. Something's breaking down right here. AU's breaking down. AU, whoop, coming deeper into its demand. Is it going to hold? Still no active VOC. Only active VOC is NAS. NAS full retrace. Dollar coming into that supply up there, running fast. She running. EU coming lower. I think EU has a 15-minute demand. It does with a gap. EU not too bad. Clearing out that structure breakdown. I wouldn't take that back up. Today is not strong in its trades. A lot of low confluence trades, not low probability, nothing real too high. Yeah, look at this engulfing. See, this is what I was talking about on NAS. This 5-minute engulfing is only doing this. This is an engulfing arrow. It's only doing that based off the 15-minute price action, off that doji, which looks, this doji definitely looks different than the one that's on my trading view. I'm on my broker. There's a bullish doji on trading view. My broker indecision bearish. See, I saw this happening, right? Boom, I called it out. So now let's see how it reacts afterwards. Even though me, I'm not gonna lie, that engulfing like that, with the demand already tapped into, coming back, mitigate itself out, pushing, yep, invalid. Boom. Mm, mm, mm. And you, I'm assuming, the same. So this is what patience gets you. And being reactive. Like I was saying this earlier on my same GU and AU trades, not marrying a bias, picking one and being aware if it denies that agreement that I want. Price doesn't have to stay telling the truth the whole time, meaning it can say one thing and finish the conversation in another, right? AU is kind of giving you hints, but NAS, full blown, hey, look at this. Now, hey, look at that, right? Fully aware, technically still within on trading view. I think my broker cleared on NAS though, so I'm not really focused on it to be honest. Yeah. Nah, dog. Dole said today was terrible. It heated, man. Just being reactive, man. Being reactive. Don't be marrying certain stuff. He said today was terrible. It's only been 8:35. Doyle likes to get his shit out early though. Early and out the way. I'm more lenient, more patient. He be like, he's in and out. I give him his props. He be killing that shit too. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video again. Like, hey, nothing happened, man. I'm gonna sit on my hand. Wait. I don't think, yeah, we didn't even tap into that supply. Neither one. So still thinking he can get up there though. Is there anything down here to send price back up? I see this area, I see this region. Definitely a lot of possibilities, no high probability. That's a quote. A lot of possibilities, but no high probability. High probability is what I need, which is what I want. That's exactly what I'm waiting on. Dollar tapping back into the demand supply. I mean, EU reaching deep reach on EU. Yeah, if EU can get in here within this same hour, maybe even 9 o'clock, that'd be a nice um bounce type deal. Formed some liquidity, came back into it. The order block higher, fair value insufficiency here. Okay, I see you EU. I see you EU. Possible play like that. Bouncing off yesterday's high or Friday's high right now. Ranging, creating a range. Yeah, we chilling, man. We just gonna chill out. We gonna chill out. No need for unnecessary clapness, right? How is GJ doing up here? Hmm. No confirmations to enter yet. 30 minutes showing exhaustion as we're tapping into these levels for the first time. Right? Notice the wick, top of the wick on this candle. As soon as it touched into the zone, price held, continue higher, reached towards the zone, rejected, tapped into the zone, rejected. So there is pressure here. Is the pressure strong enough to send it lower? question we have to ask ourselves. We don't know the answer to. And that's okay. Ideally, setting this up for the 8 to take it off the 113. I would ideally look for this as this is just a pre-blind fib setup, meaning there was no entry confirmation candle wise, but from a zone wise Fibonacci perspective, if I were to take it, risking 45 to go for 90, essentially. Pre-tone blind setup, something like that. We'll see if this can trigger by 1 o'clock. Big exhaustion. I think this is a play. Look at that 4 hour. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this 4 hour candle right here is not gonna stay like that. Look how big this is. How many pips is this in? Looking right here in the top left. 88 pips. 88 pips. Full range over 100 pips. It does not happen. That does not happen. So there's a lot of liquidity in here. A lot of buy side liquidity. Right? These buys, its insufficiency needs to be filled. So from a range, can I pick an area? If I were to pick one, this is where it'd be. This is a setup. Contemplating. What I would like to do is see price come back up here again, close above, and I'll take a sell stop back down. I don't necessarily want to limit. I want to stop. Price has already reached into it, so I want to limit close above. Thinking about letting that be the actual play of the day. Yen gonna gain strength, and that means dollar's gonna gain some type of strength. Pound has to slow down though. The pound has just been ridiculously strong. So until it slows down, we really don't have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, NAS completely heading lower here. Last 5 minute counts is 15. See what I mean? Told you that 15 minute was gonna get filled. Not only to get filled, it got engulfed. You know what I mean? Being patient, AU. Ooh. Ooh. Kind of reading the chat, seeing what everybody's talking about. Let me go ahead. Hold on. I'm here. I'm here. Hmm. Delete those. Delete these. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Probably making indecision. Yeah, grab liquidity has been grabbed here on the small. Okay, I see you. You're not slick. Grabbed all this buy side liquidity, right? Now, what is price doing with it? Because notice how this looks on the what time frame was that? Yeah, the 15 minute 30, right? We're in a bullish candle right now. But we reached to the downside. Price broke this structure here, or is breaking back above the structure here. Ran down, grabbed all this buy side liquidity, right? So it sold off, grabbed it to just go right back up, to maybe go right back down. A lot of possibilities, a lot of low possibility, no high probability. Yeah, the way this 15 minute candle looks tells me it wants to do something here. Pound strong though. Here we go. I want GJ. All right, so I'm gonna set GJ up here. GJ is the only thing that's really giving me confidence. We're okay with the high being broken, especially the fact that it's a double top. Wednesday, Thursday, last Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Yeah, this 4 hour candle though just does not give me like strong stay here vibes. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Oh, might have just missed my window though, but that's okay. No FOMO at all. Price is literally hovering here. Number is 1%. Price doesn't tell me bearish here. I'm gonna let this 15-minute candle close here. I want price to go up higher. We're going to really go up higher. Finish this, come lower. Here we go ahead and enter now. It's a good question. Once again, we're going for 45 here. Targeting 90. I'm gonna go ahead and open the trade. We're right here at it. I had a limit, but it just automatically executed me in. It shows you the hovering price. This is the setup we're going for. Don't feel like it's bad. If anything, I just feel like I'm early. I don't have all of the necessary confirmations that I would want. Let's build on what we do have. Put this back on. Confirmations. We have we put fib rejection and then possibility. That's what we're going for. Oh, see, yeah, this is what I was wanting. You see that volume picking up now? Let's put it this time. Wanting to see. Let's delete all this. Boom, boom. This is what we're going for essentially. Kind of move it to the side though, because I hate when this is on my chart like that. You see the idea though. I was wanting to see a good candle close above though. We have the 15, so it is 845. We've had a candle close above. I want to see price continue to go higher, higher. Last weekly high, so we're literally inside of the weekly high, approaching last weekly high. So heavy resistance here, heavy resistance. Obviously, there's liquidity, a lot of liquidity up there. The strength is there, but there's also walls there stopping it. So let's see how this goes. Price will have to go up a whole nother 25 quarter, a whole nother quarter of a percent, putting it at a whole 1% gain for the day, which is crazy. Um, Looking at the average of the previous days, right? This one 0.75% with 130 pips, 44 pips at 1/4%, 75 pips with 0.40%, under half, a little bit over a quarter. This is over a half right now, just slightly under 75, right under 3/4. A lot. We haven't been that high since down here and actually closed. I don't know. It could definitely continue. Me just being aware of where we are, how price is moving. Yeah, that go up to come back down definitely is looking more evident and prevalent here on EU. 15-minute closed bearish, back into this zone, back into these accumulated areas of price. EU looking like it wants to run higher. A lot of enticement here, I'm noticing. Nothing real prevalent, nothing real strong saying this is what's going to happen. So we're just going to continue to be patient here. Do have an active trade on pound yen. Once again, risking 45. We go for 90. Confirmations of the fib rejection. We also have, it's not trending, it'd be counter trend. There is our 3-step confluence. Was there a break of structure? Yeah. Price definitely broke this structure down here. Came down here and grabbed that liquidity. Break of structure. We have some supply. We have a fair value gap with efficiency inside of the supply. We do have break of structure. We're not in the silver, my exact time zone for a confluence upon that. No higher time frame confluence. Definitely not a 4-hour confluence. It's just counter trend. Also fib rejection. So at best, this is a B minus. Best. So it can take the 1%, nothing more. Let's see though. Only time will tell. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this so we can actually get something more activating, I guess I would say. Nothing, everything is just really just a whole bunch of possibilities. Just a whole bunch of possibilities. This is good grief. Yeah, pause here. Okay, volume beginning to pick up here on pound yen. I was saying within the past 5-10 minutes ago, we wanted to see price close above, and then I put an active sell stop to take price back down. I decided to just go ahead and enter in right where price was at. Should have waited 5-10 minutes to get this. I knew this was coming. So now we have a real strong indecision point, right? What does price do? Does price continue higher to raid the liquidity sitting at last week's highs? And if it does, more than likely it's going to head straight towards that negative or that 113 extension zone, which is right where my stop loss is. So being aware that if price does break that high, I probably will go ahead and close out early just to kind of catch myself on some potential saving of loss, because my next ideal opportunity here to sell from would be exactly where my stop loss would be, and I would target where my actual last entries would be. So how we play this can go a lot of different ways to see if it even gets up there. Price could stop right on its tracks, right where it's at, and continue to head lower. If it decides, but we will see. We will see. We will see. Right now, currently just watching, being reactive. The only thing wrong, I think what I've done so far on this setup is enter too early. Everything else is still really there. At best, this is a B minus. This is counter trend against a heavy, strong momentum. Like I said, at best, B minus. It's just really a C, which shouldn't even get a full percent. So in that case, I did kind of over leverage in my case. C setups shouldn't get anything over 0.5%, maybe a 0.525, so 0.75, but you don't put 1% risk on C setups. So right now it's at a C. So I definitely entered too early and I over leveraged on that early position. So 2 trading errors right there. Take note of. Take note of. And just kind of watching and reacting. That's all I want to say though. And just show how price is heading against me. But look at that, man. Just sheesh. Sheesh. This just does not happen. I will say if inside this 4-hour candle, oh wait, no, we got 4 minutes left. Okay, so we will see how and what price decides to do in this next 4-hour candle. I'll be back. Okay, so a lot of possibilities here. This did not reach. Move this over to the side. Starting with, I'll come back over here. what's happened in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the 4 hour candle. Pound yen retracing, which is what we want. Everything else is bearish in the market, which is giving bullish strong strength to the dollar. All right. Dollar coming back into that same supply that shot us down. Same with EU. EU actually just now tapping into that insufficiency. Hadn't really tapped into that demand yet. So a lot of possibilities for maybe shorts here. Continuing once again from a daily perspective, we have been bullish on the DXY, just showing some either pullback or exhaustions, whatever you would like to call it, giving you once again bearish and weakness here on XUSD. If that's what the case is on the daily and weekly, not necessarily this week because we're only one day in, today could be a start of the week pullback to send price lower. And as I go through the beginnings, right, I can see the red cloud showing us we're bearish. First, for me, my first thing is looking for a cross or closure across the 200 and 100 EMA. That's showing me structure is being broken back beneath it. So these highs being last Thursday, they are rated. Price is now closing back beneath here on the 30-minute time frame. So something like if I wanted to take a short saying that this high is today's high and taking it down like that, right? Something like that. Not really strong and efficient with that. Same thing with AU possible scenario. Actually closing over Sunday. Didn't breach Thursday's high, but tapped into it. Maybe active supply, 15-minute lining up. This just looks more flat, more coiled up. Don't trust that either. Pound very enticing because I see this obviously strong in trend, looking like it wants to head lower, but there's big, strong buyers in here on the bottom side. These big bullish engulfing candles are huge. So they're once again ranging just like everything else. Pound yen is not giving a strong indication yet. Like I wouldn't even consider this a fib projection. I mean, I don't know why you would. I mean, it's just right here. Like look at that bouncing right back off of. But I want it to be a ceiling, acting as active floor right now. So why I chose pound yen out of everything is because I wanted to choose something, and this isn't necessarily a bad idea. There are confluences. Once again, I have enough to be at a B minus at best. Right now, currently at a C, with us only having the supply with fair value gap after a structure was broken from last Wednesday, Thursday, broken on Friday, accumulated up into Monday, and now we're here in this range here. So price could actually just stay in here in this range, which more than likely I probably will try to reach for a 1-1 filling inside of this efficiency here, but we'll see how it goes. And then the indices can't really say much. Same thing in 30-minute, same thing from AU to EU, pairing similar to here on S&P. Really would have liked for price to come back up here. I see price coming down here into this demand. This is heavy lead demand with some insufficiencies in here. Coming here, down here, maybe just to send price right back up, to send price right back down, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, coming into these areas down here. Where's my alert? I don't see it. Okay. So we'll see if price wants to ping pong us back and forth, but I'm not going to get into anything else heavy here. Nice rejection here on the 30-minute though. Across the board, you can see this white line being a 3200 EMA. It's flat as hell. So this flat floor is being rejecting off of, price is rejecting off of right now, showing resistance, showing a ceiling, showing a top. Gold not accepting anything above this EMA. So everything on the 30-minute time frame is rejecting its 200. It's either rejecting or closing under. So it's showing me a confluence inside of the trend, but now what? Right? Everything also has demand literally right under it. So we'll see how price goes. Only thing that has more of a range, more of an open space, more of a dominant, this is the reverse, this is the direction we're going to go in, is GJ. Which as of right now is going in the completely opposite direction. So it's my analysis so far, it being 9:13, 5 minutes off 9:15. No entry zone for me between 9:15 and 10 o'clock. So I probably won't come back to this recording before 10. We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully, price will head lower. My emotions are telling me what I shouldn't have done, should have done, or can still do. Go ahead and close this position early. Don't allow myself to go into unnecessary drawdown. As I can see that price is heading higher here. But I also don't want to just step on my toes and cut losses for no reason, right? We're in hovering around a quarter right now, so I don't want to close this quarter putting me at almost a 0.5% risk for the day. Would have been smarter when price was literally at my entry just 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 minutes ago to close it then. But hey, it is what it is. It's a part of that holding game. So I'm gonna continue to hold. Only thing that I've seen that I've done wrong so far, once again, is two trading errors by um, leveraging myself higher than the grade is called for. We're at a B minus at best, which is maybe a percent, but you don't go full percent off a C when it hasn't even completely turned into a B yet. And then the timing. So yeah, let's continue to be patient and see what happens. Appreciate you. Okay, okay. Putting some focus here on euro dollar. It did do what we were anticipating, right? Came down here, tapped just above the demand, grabbed the liquidity, ran up higher just to send price right back down. So now that we're down in this demand, right, what does price do from here? Hourly demand, 30-minute, 15 and 5, so full demand across the board, giving you a not one, 5-minute BOC potential here. What you would want to see in terms of an exiting of a institutional area. Candle formation looks like it has grabbed something, breaking back above the smaller structure here. So in alignment for sure. Any insufficiencies in price have been filled. I see it, insufficiency here to here. Right, price filled in that area. Broke a structure, break of structure. So this isn't bad, right? You got a three-step confluence, bullish, break of structure, came back down into the demand with supply, demand, excuse me, with a gap, 5-minute BOC. This looks like a possible potential. Stops going beneath current swing, not the actual demand swing. Going for a 1-to-1. You can get a break here. 45 seconds left in this candle. Looking like it's going to do it. And I learned this three-step confluence from Doyle. Some people like to enter on the actual active break of the candle, meaning the candle hasn't closed yet, but it's breaking. I usually let price close, set a sell limit slash buy limit, and then let price go to the 1-to-1. When I back tested, even as I continue to forward test, it usually happens. Price can go up around 60%, right? Around that 618, it looks like what it wants to do, and then come back, kind of fill in any insufficiencies, and then goes towards its desired direction. Better off to put in a limit so you don't hinder some of your RR potentiality. 2 seconds here. All right, so here we are, 5 seconds, or excuse me, 5 minutes away from opening bell. We'll see what happens here. See if price does come back to give a potential here. Active demand reaching supply here on the dollar. Same one that shot price down before, giving another reaction. Tapping into that 200 EMA on the 15-minute, ranging here on a 30-minute. Hourly, just as right? Still giving heavy rejection here. A range break as well. There's a lot of potential, like a lot of nothing strong. There is a story being told. There's always a story being told. I'm reading the story. I hear the language. Let's see what happens here. Last 5 minutes before opening bell. Let's see. Let's see. Show my GJ trade as well. We're still in drawdown here. Price is just slightly above that 886. No full um, directional bias just yet. Exhaustion is good in my case and what I want. I do like what I see in terms of exhaustion due to how high we are in price already, right? Already up 0.7%. price reaching to where my stop loss would be from opening price would give it a right a full percent gain at 170 pips, which is crazy. Don't see that happening. That also, I mean, it's possible, definitely possible. Doesn't align with previous um, ranged action. If we had a candle like this and prior, and then today's candle was something like this, then I'd be more hesitant, right? Because you can see like this whole candle is 518 pips, giving 2.9%, but the actual body was 2.9 with 1.6. So it went from a 2.9 to a 1.6, dropped a whole percent here, and grabbed liquidity and went in the other direction. So things aren't always as strongly set like that. Need a strong 50 or 30-minute reaction here. Giving some on the 5-minute, but they're not strong enough. Need something on the 15 or 30-minute to give possibility alignment on the higher time frames like 1 hour and 4 hour. As long as 15 and 30 minutes stay bullish, the 5-minute trend is irrelevant, especially how the 5-minute trend is still obviously prevalent in holding its bullish strength here. So I'm not surprised to see price continue higher. There has been no break, there has been no weakness, just been a slow down in terms of the range to momentum. Nothing else. Nothing else. Slow Monday. Very slow. That being said, it's important not to give money back to the markets on days like this. This is where before I would step on my toes, I would have such high momentum, such high energy, such a high pace, and I would try and keep that hard right? But in trading, harder is never better. Right? Always smarter. How wise can I be with my trades? I don't have to make a big return off a trade to be just as wise. And me knowing last week, okay, last Monday was not good. Last Tuesday was not good. Even though I could make an excuse saying I wasn't home, that could be the reason why I wasn't well. Still psychologically aware of the day, aware of the number, right? How much am I risking? I've been risking half percent, 1%, quarters. There should be no reason that I risk 2% on anything today, which is what I did on my 10K account. I risked 3%. So there was an over leverage there in consistency and the insight of me seeing where I should be, right? You want to keep yourself in a range. It's comfortable, not as comfortable as compact as possible. The more compact your flow and wave is, the more predictable and desirable and control of where it can go. More vast, more higher waves, more emotions, a lot more in predictability. Right, here we are, opening bell. First 5-minute candle. Weakness in the yen, that's where my eyes are looking. Yen and the dollar. I want to see the dollar gain strength. Pound yen weaken. See the indices, indice coming bullish here. It looks like EU did tap back into that. Remember, we were looking at this BOC possibility. Definitely see this heading lower just to head higher, though. That'd be the New York opening bell thing to do. Right here at our entry. All right, still in. Play some music. I'm not listening to anything either. I don't like how quiet it is. Okay, Euro. See you. Back in. Looks like this wants to play. Not a fan of that 15-minute candle or this 30-minute. Not a fan of this where we are inside of the structure, right? We have a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, retraced back just slightly above, creating a higher low, a lower high, a lower low, right? So now we're right here in between where I'm gonna start doing this more often too, because this is a prevalent. How do I hide it? There's something where I used to get. I can't hide price anymore. What? There we go. Boom. Okay, and hide that. All right. So we are looking like a buy floor here. We're also looking like a ceiling, but this lower buy floor is much more bigger and prevalent. So where we are currently in price, we're stuck here in between. So again, we were trying to potentially do something like this, but where will we take it? How much are you risking? 5 pips? 5 pips? Pimps. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if it gives, it gives. Definitely gave. Closed 9:35 here, first 5 minutes in. Definitely confirmed in. Gave a nice active BOC with the pullback to hold. Probably means it filled in some efficiency on the 1 minute. Yep. Look at that. There it is. Important to catch the insufficiency entry, or it's important to place your entries inside the insufficiency and not so much on the outside, because then you're more reluctant to things like that, right? If you're gonna go for it, you got to be TTG and go for it and not be halfway in between. That's what I've noticed a lot more in trading in general, but more towards scalping especially. Okay, tech here, massive strength. Much are we up? Up 0.8. Yen doing what we want. 5-minute bearish reaction. We want to see a close beneath the 13 EMA, man, which is right where our entry is. Funny enough. Funny enough. So I see my voice is not that high. My thing keeps turning down. I need to stop doing that. Especially if I'm playing music. I want y'all to be able to hear me. That'd be mad annoying if y'all can't hear me because I'm playing music. I don't think it's too loud though. I think we're in a good area, good range. GU, AU, EU. Yep. Yep. That's what you want to see. Nice. Nice rejection. Okay. EU rejecting that. Remember those 200 EMAs that were on a 30-minute time frame? Look at that liquidity. It grabbed here liquidity. You notice how that 30-minute candle close came back up. So this is a nice engulfing. That's a nice sell. If AU can close on the, we need closure beneath the 200 EMA on the 15-minute now. It showed you it wanted to do it on the 30. It pulled back. Now it needs to submit itself, solidify itself on the 15 and 30. I'm not taking it, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Structure wise, that's what you would want to see. Right? EU committing itself. GU structure a little bit differently. Indices are rejecting, coming higher. Can they reach the supply up there? Will it reach? Looks like it wants to, based off the PA of that candle. Yeah, NASDAQ coming higher for sure. Gold in between. Testing back its A range high. What will it do? What will it do? Turn this down a little bit. But feeling it's gonna be loud. I don't want it to be too loud. I want it to just slightly be faint. Big sell-off on gold here. Did it not reach that supply? Oh, people would be hurt. Oh man, because that was nice on gold too. This 3-step confluence, but it didn't reach. I wonder if it reached on the broker. GJ still being in. Let me go look. I doubt it did. Can't even do what I want to do. Let's just do this because I can't see it like I wanted to. Nah, I didn't. So now, where is it? What is it? What and where is it going for? Right? Hmm. 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 What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? I don't know, but you gonna show me. You gonna show me the path. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start to bring this up. In profit now. Looks like volume's picking up as well. The dollar coming to the upside, solidifying itself. 5-minute close, 940 here. Starting to solidify itself in the direction. Let's see. How does price react here in NASDAQ up in that supply finally? Exactly what we want to see on GJ. Giving us the fib rejection. Giving us the full B. Great setup. Okay, so this validates that trade. Giving you even a nice entry here. Giving you a nice BOC. Break of previous candle with an engulfing. Yeah. Yeah, that's our entry counter right there. So I'm gonna show you as well. I have magic keys, a partial TP to close out 85% here at the 101. So whatever 85% is of $1,000, which is $850. So we'll leave what is that, $150 left floating in profit to go to the 201, go to do whatever it wants to do. I'm gonna go ahead and solidify myself off at the 1-to-1 though, because I don't know how or what alone, what price will decides to do here. Nice confluence though. Nice confluence. Great, great. I'm glad that I picked this one. Out of everything else on my watch list, there was nothing. Maybe gold, but gold didn't reach. Right? Gold never reached. So everything is just like eh. Right? Nas showing Nas almost up a full percent here on the day. Inside of that supply. So that same concept that I was looking at on GJ, right? Same thing I want to get in on Nas. Same concept. Nothing here yet, but I can make something there. Tap into the 786. You really want to see it come up into the supply. Come in there. Right. And then you would set it at the 886. Going for what, 85 points. To get 85 points. I don't really like to go for 2-to-1s off this. The structure has to line up. Structure is a little bit iffy in here. Okay, I'm looking left. I'm looking at GJ pulled back here. Looked like it tapped into some demand down there. As long as it stays beneath that 886 in the next two candles, we need a 15-minute bearish. It doesn't necessarily have to be an engulfing. We definitely need it to be bearish. Remember, I said we needed something on the 15 and 30 minute to give insight on the higher time frame. No 15 or 30, and the rest of the higher is not going to fall in line. Got a minute and a half here left. Look like it's trying to reach. Stay up, stay down, cuz. Stay down. Yeah. Last 30 seconds here. Looking at how these all 30 minutes happen. More than likely, these are how the 30 minutes will. That's how the hourly will close out, depending on how we are in the last 15 minutes of the hour. It's usually how the 30-minute candle closes out. Noticing that immediate rejection on NAS here. Only there's sellers up there. Price ain't gonna stay up. Look, you see how pulling back off of a percent gain. Did you give that 15-minute closure? With that 1-to-1 hit, that's crazy. Move that off. Move some of these things out the way. See, that's what you want to see on AU. That's tough. That's a tough entry. That's an advanced tough entry to see. But that's there. Especially that came up here and grabbed liquidity, gave a triple top up here. That's tough. Going for the daily opening. You get your 1-to-1 slightly. You got to go a little bit more. Risking 10 to go. You're risking 10 for 10 though. You can't go wrong with that. That's tough. That's tough. I see you over there, GJ. Moving along, moving along. Up a quarter. Patience on this one for sure. GU was just about I want to sell GU so bad, but it did me dirty. I'm not touching GU. I'm not touching GU. It didn't do me dirty. I attached myself to the trade emotionally and paid the price for getting in too early and too hard. Or regret nothing. See for that. Just see for that. I like the 30-minute on S&P. right? We're already in a bearish slate. We've had a bearish closure here. Price came back and retest into the supply up here that was rated, but it filled itself back in. I noticed some people don't like when the supply and demands get breached above or below, like Doyle, especially if it gets breached. He doesn't count it as a supply or demand anymore, but if it fills itself right back in within the 1 to 3 candles, I consider that a turtle soup array type deal where it's still there, still prevalent, right? It's just how did it do it inside of its structure, right? Looks like a potential to go back higher though. See this indecision candle on the hour. Gonna set something up on the 30, which it is. See how it's closing back above the 100 EMA here, the smaller bottom gray line. Wanting to come higher. Wants to come higher into that supply. That higher time frame supply, it looks like. NAS tapped slightly under, didn't fully reach it. Close. Very close here on NAS. Very. Tapped to 7 though. 7 has been tapped. Yen is under and holding, showing that the buyers are trying to send it back up, but it's holding. It's doing exactly what it needs to do. If we can get a 30-minute bearish engulfing like that, that's solidifies my entry. Solidifies it. Much more comfortable to hold it. If we can get a silver bullet into it to send it down, that would be French kiss. French kiss, boy. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here though. 9:48. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna get up, walk away, prepare for the hourly, see what happens here. So far, so good though. So far, so okay. I was about to say so far so good, but price has been okay. Market's been okay. All right, let's just see how it plays out. Yeah, I'm gonna start this back up. The opening of the hour. Here we are, 4 minutes into the end of the hour. GJ giving, right? Pound yen giving us that strength right there at the daily opening. Much confidence going to continue higher. Take out all this accumulated price. Look how strong that sell is. Let me let you see it. Let you see it. Filling in that that 8.8 to 7.8 range. Currently on what are we floating? Floating to 30.38.40, right? So we want to just take this to the 1-to-1. I ain't gonna cap. We're flowing in profit though. It's exactly what I want to see. I did want to add another entry, but because I over leveraged too early, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let it rest. Let it rest. But yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this first recording. Allow this to or end this first recording. Allow this to be my pre 10 a.m. session recording, and then I'll whole new one up for the beginning of the stream. I see Nas. Nas is reaching. Nas is reaching. I'm not gonna take Nas, but I am paying attention due to my likeliness to take a silver bullet that's gonna be bearish. That's the idea. We'll see. We'll see. Appreciate you. Love and peace.